Hello everybody, my name is Olivia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to episode 3 of Spend Time with Him. Today I am with one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world, Kate.
Hi.
She's here.
She is here.
Today we're talking about something that's a little bit more personal than what I normally talk about.
What do you do when you feel like you've been praying and nothing's changing? Or when God's absent in your life?
When you're doing everything right but you feel like God's gone quiet.
Oftentimes, I find myself praying for perfect peace, which is basically, even though life is super messy and super crazy, you still find unexplainable peace. Because we're both in high school.
Life is crazy.
This kind of peace is often absent from my life because of how busy I am, and I have really tried to be praying more about it every single day. And oftentimes I feel like it's being unanswered from God.
No, I guess kind of what I hear a lot about of like unanswered prayers, just like you're not being like patient enough. But it's not really about like patience. It's kind of about like feeling like your prayers are just unwanted and like he's not even hearing you at all. So if you know me outside of YouTube, you know kind of like a big portion of my life is that my parents are divorced and they've been like that for 10 plus years. And because this all happened when I was like 5 years old, it kind of took like a lot of me to just get used to it. Majority of my prayers like back then were just like, I want my parents to get back together, like just make everything go back to normal and blah blah blah. And I kind of just like accepted the fact that like they're not gonna get back together. But in that time, it kind of felt like God didn't show up. Now that I'm so much older, I can see how much he actually protected me by not letting them get back together.
Although you don't see it in the moment, you feel let down.
But let's just be honest, just because God's being silent does not mean he's ignoring you.
And unanswered doesn't always mean no. Sometimes it just means not yet, or I've got something better.
There's this verse in the book of Isaiah. It's Isaiah chapter 55 verses 8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Basically what that verse is saying is that although you don't see the full picture, God does, and he has a better plan waiting for you.
And in John 11, Jesus finds out that Lazarus is sick. And instead of rushing to fix it, he waits. Feels wild, but that wait led to something bigger than healing. It led to resurrection.
So maybe the delay isn't rejection. Maybe it's just a part of the plan that will make sense later. Like you can't see the full puzzle if you're only staring at one random piece.
Let's also say this. It's okay to feel frustrated. God wants you to be honest with him, and honesty builds relationship.
In Psalm 13, David says this. How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? So if even David feels forgotten, we're not crazy if we feel the same.
But the good part about this psalm is he ends it by saying in verse 5, but I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation.
Because that's just what it comes down to. Trusting God even when you don't get your way. Not because it's easy, but because you know that he's bigger than whatever moment you're stuck in.
If you're in a space where you feel like, God, where are you? We get it. But we're telling you, he's not ignoring you. He's working in ways you might not see yet.
And just because you haven't gotten the answer that you want doesn't mean he's not answering you in a better way.
It's okay to feel the weight of the wait, but don't let the silence make you forget who he is.
You're not forgotten, you're not ignored, and you're not alone.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
I hope that this gave you just a little bit of peace, even if you're still waiting. Just a reminder that my Instagram and TikTok DMs are both opened for any prayer requests or video ideas for next month's video. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you next time on Spend Time with Him.